Welcome to the spoken tutorial on installing Moodle on local server. In this tutorial, we will learn how to download Moodle and install Moodle. To install Moodle, you should have a system supporting Apache 2.x or a higher version, MariaDB 5.5.30 or a higher version, and PHP 5.4.4 or a higher version. To record this tutorial, I am using Ubuntu Linux OS 16.04, Apache, MariaDB and PHP obtained through XAMPP 5.6.30, Moodle 3.3 and Firefox web browser. You may use any web browser of your choice. However, Internet Explorer should be avoided as it causes some display inconsistencies. Please ensure that you have internet connectivity before you begin. Also, refer to the previous tutorials in this series and ensure that the prerequisites are met and the database is set up properly. We should have XAMPP running and we should have a database set up with username Moodle-st. First, let me go to the web browser and launch XAMPP. In the address bar, type http://127.0.0.1 and press enter. In the menu at the top right of the screen, click on PHP info. Now press Ctrl+F keys and search for document_root. It will be found in the table Apache environment. The value of document_root will be either /opt/lamp/htdocs or /var/www. In my machine, it is /opt/lamp/htdocs. Please make a note of this path. We are going to install Moodle here. Let's now start downloading Moodle. Go to the official website of Moodle, which is moodle.org. Click on the Downloads link in the top menu. And then click on the latest release button, Moodle 3.3 Plus. At the time of recording this tutorial, the latest stable Moodle version is 3.3. It could be different when you try. Click on the Download Zip button. This will start downloading Moodle on our machine. I have already downloaded this file and it is in my Downloads folder, so I will skip this step. Open the terminal by pressing Ctrl+Alt+T keys together. On the terminal, I will change the directory to Downloads. To do that, type the command cd space downloads and press enter. You will have to type the path where you downloaded Moodle on your system. Once you are in that directory, type ls and press enter to list the files therein. Here is my Moodle installation file. It has the name Moodle-latest-33.zip. If you have renamed it to some other name during download, then locate that file in your folder. Next, we have to extract the contents of this zip file into the Moodle folder. At the command prompt, type sudo space unzip space moodle-latest-33.zip space -d space /opt/lamp/htdocs/. Now press enter. Let's clear the terminal by pressing Ctrl+L. Now type cd space /opt/lamp/htdocs and press enter. To list the files in this directory, type ls and press enter. You can see that a new folder named Moodle has been created. Let us give read, write and execute permissions to the owner and the group members of Moodle folder. So type sudo space chmod space 777 space Moodle / and press enter. Enter the administrative password if prompted and press enter. Now switch to the browser and type http://127.0.0.1/Moodle or http://localhost/Moodle. I have typed my localhost IP here. This IP necessarily has to be the IP of the machine on which Moodle is installed. Please note that Moodle is the folder into which we had extracted earlier. Press enter and you will see the Moodle installation page. By default, we are in step number 1, that is configuration. Please note, Moodle can be installed in multiple languages. But we will limit ourselves to English language only. So select English here. Click on Next button below the language drop-down. Next is the Paths page. This is where the web address, Moodle directory and data directory are defined. Web address is the URL for us to access Moodle once installed. This is the same URL that we entered above, which is shown here. Moodle directory is the folder where all the Moodle code is available. Notice here, both web address and Moodle directory are non-editable fields. These cannot be changed by us. Next is the data directory. This is the folder where all file content uploaded by teachers and students will be stored. This folder needs to have read and write permission, so the files can be stored here. However, it should not be directly accessible on the web for security reasons. So, it is to be kept outside of the installation folder. Moodle data inside the folder LAMP is the default data directory which the installer tries to create. However, it does not have the permission to create a folder here. So, we have to create this folder manually and give it the required permissions. Go to the terminal window. At the prompt, type sudo space mkdir space /opt/lamp/Moodle data and press enter. Now type sudo space chmod space 777 space /opt/lamp/Moodle data and press enter. Go back to the browser now and click on Next button. After this comes the database configuration page. Select MariaDB from the drop-down and click on the Next button. Enter localhost as the database host name. Now we have to enter the database name, username and password. These are the ones we created earlier in phpMyAdmin. I will enter Moodle-st as the database name. Then Moodle-st as the database username and Moodle-st as my database password. Leave the table prefix and the other fields as they are and click on Next. We can see a Terms and Conditions page. This is the step where you need to read the license agreement and agree to the same. Read the text and then click on Continue. We can see the Server Checks page next. Scroll down to see the message, Your server environment meets all minimum requirements. You may get other errors as shown. Refer to the additional reading material link of this tutorial for the solution. Click on Continue. This step may take some time depending on your internet speed. You may get an error message, Site is being upgraded, please retry later if you refresh the page. In that case, please refresh after some time. Click Continue when you get a success message for the installation. The next page is for administrator configuration. Enter the username that you want for the Moodle administrative page. I will enter the username as admin. Now enter a password for the Moodle administrator. The password here must follow these rules as shown here. To enter the password, click to enter text link. I will enter spoken tutorial 1 as my admin password. Click on unmask icon to reveal the password. Note down the username and password that you have created for future use. Email address is a mandatory field. I will enter priyankaspokentutorial@gmail.com here. In Select a Country drop-down, select India. Select the time zone as Asia, Kolkata. We will leave rest of the fields with their default values. Scroll down and click on Update Profile button. Please note that Moodle is a resource-consuming software. Every step may take time to complete. Please wait for the next page to load and do not close or refresh the page. The next screen is for front page settings. This is the page people will see when they visit our Moodle site. Enter Digital India LMS as the full site name. Enter Digital India LMS again as the short name for site. This is what will be visible as the name of the Moodle site in the navigation bar. Let us leave the front page summary as blank for now. Select the time zone as Asia, Kolkata. The next drop-down is self-registration. If self-registration is enabled, then new users can register themselves on their own. Select Disable from the drop-down. Next is the text box No Reply Address. The default value in this field is no reply at localhost. Since this is not a valid email ID, change it to no reply at localhost.com. This email ID will be shown as from address when Moodle does not have any email ID to show. For example, if I specify to keep my address as private, all mails sent on my behalf will have this email ID. Lastly, click on Save Changes button. We are now ready to use Moodle. You can see the front page of the new site here. With this, we come to the end of this tutorial. Let us summarize. In this tutorial, we learned to download Moodle from moodle.org and install Moodle on local server. The video at the following link summarizes the spoken tutorial project. Please download and watch it. The Spoken Tutorial project team conducts workshops and gives certificates. For more details, please write to us. Do you have questions in this spoken tutorial? Please visit forums www.spoken-tutorial.org. Choose the minute and second where you have the question. Explain your question briefly. Someone from our team will answer them. The Spoken Tutorial Forum is for specific questions on this tutorial. Please do not post unrelated and general questions on them. This will help reduce the clutter. With less clutter, we can use these discussions as instructional material. Spoken Tutorial project is funded by NME-ICT, MHRD, Government of India. More information on this mission is available at the link shown. This script has been contributed by Priyanka, and this is Nancy Workey along with the Spoken Tutorial team signing off. Thanks for joining.